Next up, Paul Vallant of TNG Limited.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Paul Vallant. I'm the General Manager for Business Development at TNG. And I would like to introduce or give you an update on TNG and its Montpeak vanadium, titanium, and iron project. As we've already presented several times at the one-to-one conferences, today I would like to briefly go through the operational and technical highlights of the project, and then I will focus on the commercial and commodities markets of TNG's product. This is our disclaimer regarding any forward-looking statement and other information that I can present to you today. So briefly, TNG is an Australian listed company headquartered in Perth and developing its flagship project in the Northern Territory of Australia. TNG owns 100% of the Montpeak titanium magnetite deposit and its proprietary Tivan processing plant. The Montpeak project is ideally located on the infrastructure corridor of the Northern Territory, about 200 kilometers north of Alice Springs. The proximity and access to road, rail, and gas are key to unlocking the value of the deposit and also key to the economics of the overall project. Through direct rail connection, the concentrate produced at Montpeak will be then processed at our Tivan plant in Darwin. And in the rectangle that you can see on the map here is the land that was allocated to TNG by the Northern Territory government for the Tivan plant. It is on the rail and gas line and within only a few kilometers from the Darwin port. Darwin is a fast-growing capital city with all relevant infrastructure and skills to develop a major global project. It was home to the IMPEX project, where Japanese government and private companies have invested over $30 billion for LNG gas development. This is the highlights of our process flow sheet. On the left here, you can see the operation at Montpeak. So it will be a simple open pit mining about 3 million tons of ore per annum, and a magnetic separation to concentrate the ore before it is railed to Darwin and our Tivan processing plant. This flow sheet was developed with our main consultant, SMS of Germany, which is a leading engineering group globally. And at the end of the Tivan process, we will end up with 3 high-value products: ferrovanadium, a titanium dioxide pigment, and a pig iron. So now on to our products and markets. So TNG is placing itself as a major strategic metals producer in Australia. Our 2 main products, vanadium and titanium dioxide, have very strong fundamentals. Demand is growing in their main markets, and new applications are set to further accelerate the trend. Vanadium is an essential additive to the steel industry. It makes the steel stronger. And recent regulation in China are both enhancing the demand and restricting the supply. China consumes and produces about 50% of the global vanadium, so that is really the key market we're looking at. Vanadium redox batteries represent also a tremendous opportunity to tackle large energy storage needs. And as you will see in the next slide, TNG is ideally placed to address this market. Titanium dioxide pigment is also experiencing strong market developments with global urbanization and demand from developing countries. The powder is also expected to play a key role in the development of 3D printing due to titanium's unique weight-to-strength ratio. So, vanadium redox flow batteries, as mentioned just before, TNG's V205 is ideal for the usage into the batteries. It is one of the purest products in the market. TNG has already produced a commercial grade of electrolyte that has been approved by the largest VRB producer in the world. As you can see in the slides here, VRBs are developing rapidly and are set to significantly impact the demand of vanadium in the future. So this market's development and the lack of capacity building in the previous commodity downturn have pushed vanadium prices back to historical high. And again, TNG's timing to market seems ideal here. At TNG, we focus our effort on being on the very low end of the production cost curve, and we believe that this strategy will enable us to deliver strong cash flow over the long term and through the future commodity cycles. Similarly, titanium dioxide is recovering from the lows of 2015. Demand for pigment is set to grow by 50%, from about 6 million tons per annum today to about 9 million tons per annum by 2025, which is only 7 years from now. And TNG's project is strategically located to cater to the APEC region, where most of that growth will come from. TNG also has a key advantage over its main competitors in China with the Australia-US Free Trade Agreement. At last, the pig irons market has also recovered together with the global steel industry. And although this is TNG's smallest revenue contributor, we have a very good market regionally that will absorb TNG's production. So, as you've seen, the market conditions are now ideal for TNG and the development of its Montpick project. TNG is now focusing on the last steps before its final investment decision is made by the end of this year. So that's it for this rather short presentation. Do not hesitate if you have any question or would like more information on TNG or its project. Thank you very much.